can say anything to anyone who's in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and up. You can always move back. So if you have that, should I move, should I not, like you can always move back. So today we're going to be talking about the importance of leaving your hometown and my reasoning for why everyone should move away from their hometown at least once in their life. I'm going to start with just a change of environment. A lot of the cycles that we're stuck in has a lot to do with our environment. When you change your environment, your brain is forced to think in new ways. Even if it tries to continue its old ways, it's still forced into a new environment. So it has to adapt in some way. And a new environment can break habits. A change in environment can often be like a breath of fresh air. It can be a pair of new lenses because you're exposed to things that you have never been exposed to, the things that you never would have had the chance if you didn't move away from your hometown. And it's different than going on vacation, because when you go on vacation, you have that security or that mindset of, oh, this is temporary. And even though moving away can be a temporary thing, it's still very different, that change of environment, because you go from something that is so familiar, so a lot of things that are almost autopilot is completely gone, and you're pushed into this new environment. A change of environment can truly break habits. It can open your eyes to things that you wouldn't have seen otherwise. And there is the saying that you do take yourself wherever you go. So I'm not saying just because you change your environment, everything, like who you are, is going to completely change. But a lot of it will. And the things that don't change, it will also bring you awareness to what is really you and not your environment. So for that is reason number one. The second reason would be expectations are out the window. So expectations, when you live in your hometown, like whoever knows you, you know everyone to be who they are, and everyone knows you to be who you are. There is an expectation for who you are. You're put into a box of what people know you to be. And same goes for others. You put others into a box of who they are to you based off of years of knowing them, decades of knowing them, growing with them, being in the same environment. You may share certain values, thoughts, mindsets, attitudes, etc. So when you move out of your hometown, you are given a chance to experience no expectations, like no boxes, because no one knows you. So there is no expectation of you. It's like a blank canvas. Moving out of your hometown gives you the freedom to be a version of yourself that is completely void of expectations or any external influences. Oftentimes people will talk about how they just want to run away and start over. And I think the reason for that is because people get so tired of the outside noise that it keeps them, it's like a block to the most inner core and depths of who they are. It's influencing how they act, like who they are essentially. Because whether it's consciously or unconsciously, it affects who you are. You're in your hometown. Let's say you're known to be shy, like you're a shy person. Even if you were to, maybe you're not shy, or maybe you want to change that. Maybe you are shy and you want to change that. When others expect you to be shy, it doesn't matter how you may act. They will still perceive you based off of their expectations of you. And moving to a new environment, moving out of your hometown allows you to cut that, like to essentially be free of all that external outside noise, influences, expectations. Number three, it forces you to go outside of your comfort zone and into discomfort. Discomfort forces you to grow and learn. Being in your hometown is your comfort zone. It's what you know, it's what you're familiar with, it's safe. And moving outside of your hometown is something that's very uncomfortable. But through that discomfort, that's how you grow and learn, make mistakes, you know, learn new lessons. But people would rather be miserable in their comfort zone than joyful in their discomfort. And I think it's the way we're genetically programmed, or maybe it's the way we're socially programmed. But once you force yourself to go in out of your comfort zone and into your discomfort, that's when you can grow and consciously and actively create a new comfort zone. Moving outside of your hometown is pretty drastic. This forces you to excel because you have to grow and learn because it's so uncomfortable. This takes me into the fourth reason, which is it teaches you uncertainty, which is a core theme of life. Living in your hometown is a level of familiarity, a level of certainty, a level of security. You know where everything is. Maybe you're comfortable, you've become used to the environment, used to your hometown, you know everyone knows you. So moving outside of that is you're moving into the unknown. It's very uncertain, so that can be scary. And a lot of times we avoid that and we don't like being out of control. But the truth of life is that we are never in control. We aren't in control, and everything is uncertain, and that's just how life is. Moving outside of your hometown allows you to really embrace that theme of life of uncertainty and not knowing, or not being, just not knowing. And the fifth reason, which I think wraps everything up and touches what all the other reasons, would be character development. When you move out of your hometown, you're forced to develop as a person. You discover parts of yourself you would have never discovered staying where you're at, and you learn about the world, about others, about yourself, about everything. Think about God, and in the Bible, he had a lot of his disciples, devote followers, move away from a place that was familiar into a place that was unfamiliar. And that isn't an easy thing to do, but it was necessary to become who they were meant to become, or to become greater than who they were at that moment. So yeah, that's it. I hope this may have shed some light on something good to know.